This tropical island teems with rare and exotic life. It's a place where apes live in the trees. Snakes fall from the sky, and lizards fly. The place is an Eden called Borneo. Straddling the equator and divided between the countries of Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei, Borneo is the Earth's third largest island. The warm morning mist that shrouds Borneo's rainforests conceals a stunning wealth of life. The vast jungle here provides shelter for some of the rarest, strangest, and most magnificent creatures on Earth. This island is both rich and fragile, a self-contained world of surprises and transformations. Borneo is dominated by Mount Kinabalu, a massive outcrop of rock more than 13,000 feet high. The forests on the slopes of Kinabalu are on a giant scale too. Many of the tallest rainforest trees in the world are found here. Massive buttresses keep the whole structure stable. With all the energy focused upwards, the trees grow to heights of more than 200 feet. Between the forest floor and the tree canopy lies a complex, multi-level realm. Many creatures colonize different parts of it, but few have mastered it, like Borneo's great ape, the orangutan. In time, this baby will acquire the strengths and skills of the adult male, but orangs develop slowly, and he still has a long way to go. These mangroves are a nursery for millions of fish and other creatures, and the growth that happens here affects the food chains far out to sea as well as inland. The proboscis monkeys that live in the swamps are unique to Borneo, and only a few thousand remain. The mix of salt and fresh water makes this a difficult environment, but to these monkeys, it's home. A troop this size can only survive here because proboscis monkeys adapted to a food source that few other animals can cope with. The slightly poisonous leaves and bitter fruit of the mangrove tree itself. The monkey is really a stomach on legs. To cope with such a poor diet, its belly holds a large chambered stomach with powerful digestive bacteria. Silvered langur monkeys feed in this patch of swamp too. Although they couldn't look more different, these two are mother and baby. The strange golden-orange fur makes the infant highly visible and more easily protected by the rest of the troop. But once it's 3 months old, the baby's fur will slowly turn silvery gray to match the mother's. The adult's diet consists primarily of leaves, as well as fruits and flowers. To find enough to survive, the monkeys forage almost constantly. From a distance, the mangrove mud looks empty, but it's not. It's actually a rich feeding ground, and once the tide goes out, the bizarre inhabitants appear. The fish here can walk. And conventional-looking crabs are definitely in a minority. The male fiddler crab's overdeveloped claw is built to impress. The purpose of the display is to attract females and to keep other males away. And with neighbors everywhere, displaying is a full-time job. The mud skipper survives on land by breathing seawater stored in its gill chambers. Like its competitors, it's after the rich crop of algae suspended in the mud. Although there seems to be plenty of mud, most of it's already occupied, which makes would-be squatters most unwelcome. With each tide, the swamp's ingredients receive another stirring. And down at the water's edge, there's often something special on the menu. For this long-tailed macaque, a ripe mangrove fruit provides a small meal. Macaques are not specialized feeders, and to survive in the swamp, they must travel widely to collect food. When they can, they live on a diet of small animals. Crab would be a delicacy, but with none in sight, ripe fruit will have to do. Some macaques wash their food before eating it, which may help remove sand and improve the flavor. For the mud dwellers, feeding time is over. Their tide is turning. As the crabs sense the water's approach, they know it's time to hole up at home. Borneo's extraordinary abundance of life doesn't end at the limits of the land. Just beyond its shoreline is the frontier of another world, as rich and complex as anything on the surface. Borneo's reefs lie where the Indian and Pacific Oceans overlap, making its waters the meeting point for a mass of marine life. These reefs are called the rainforests of the sea. They're blessed with a huge variety of corals, which support a wealth of microorganisms and a hierarchy of fish to feed on them. But all of this abundance attracts attention. The reef is a magnet for predators. Ocean-going hunters like the barracuda are drawn to the reefs in large numbers. Other visitors also find the reef on their last leg of a long migration. After as much as 25 years away, these turtles return to the island of their birth. Now ready to breed, they may have covered hundreds or even thousands of miles of ocean to reach the reef just below the beach where they were born. The turtles linger at one of the reef's cleaning stations. Here, special fish make a meal out of their parasites and dead skin, leaving the turtles more comfortable and possibly less prone to infections. The pause gives the female turtles a chance to gather their strength for the last and most important part of their journey. In the waters off the reef, males wait, and when the time is right, each female moves off to join them. The turtle's breeding season lasts for several months, and the eggs laid at the start are now hatching. It's time for these babies to begin their own journey. Every instinct drives them to leave the land and head for the greater safety of the sea. Out of every